All right, brothers, with war games behind us, we find ourselves surrounded by destruction. Bodies and mayhem lying about from every division make it clear that nobody is safe, brother. The Undisputed Era cut their path, as even sanity isn't enough to stop them. The new force of Lars, brother, brings with him a reckoning. Ember Moon solidifies her place among the NXT brothers and the greats. We will discuss all this and more on the Raw Deal State of NXT, brother.
Brother. Your first brother was so good. Holy hell.
That was Vince McMahon.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Good intro here.
I was thinking about that like last week. All right.
The NXT address. Do we know when our last one was? Quite a while ago, right?
Yeah. And even the one before that was in January. So we've been spacing these out, but these are specialty videos.
I'll pull up the video while one of you guys is making a long point.
I believe it was in May.
I think I still have it pulled up actually because I looked at it for the title.
Yeah, I just want to see where guys have moved up or down, or new faces coming in, faces getting called up. So, for those that don't know, Charlie and I went to the NXT tapings yesterday. So we're making this on November 30th. So we went to the November 29th tapings. That'll take us all the way through to the beginning of the year. So it's a pretty good time for the State of the NXT address. Plus, we just had NXT War Games very recently. It's a nice little spot to kind of gauge where we're at. We've had some injuries lately. We've had some call-ups lately. So especially with the women, we just had 5 call-ups. So trying to gauge exactly our top 5 women will be interesting because we're going to give you guys our top 10 men, top 5 women, and top 5 tag teams in NXT right now. Let's talk about some notable things from the NXT shows. So we're going to start with some spoilers. One of you guys, can you guys see the running time of the podcast by chance?
I can pull it up.
All right.
We're unlisted. I don't know if you can.
Yeah, but it's fine. So we're gonna have timestamp. We're gonna have a single timestamp. First time we've ever had this. Down in the description, once we're done with spoilers, if all you want to do is see our top 10 lists. But if you're watching this video, chances are you don't mind getting some spoilers for NXT. But if you want to be surprised with match outcomes, we're trying to do the spoilers because this takes into account how I think the top 10 list played, especially when it comes to the men. One person in particular kind of jumped up. Really, he might have been 10, but he jumped way up for me. I'm sure he did for you as well, Charlie. So a couple of big things. A tag team was formed once again. So look at the timestamp in the description. You don't want spoilers? Hop to our list.
Yep.
Our we had a tag team formed, which we've been saying like they look similar, and they hit hard. So we had the team of Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch. I've got to think they're going to be some sort of iteration. They don't have a name yet, to my knowledge, but some sort of iteration of 1, 2, or 12 or something. Because Oni Lorcan comes out holding up 1 finger, and Danny Burch comes out holding up 2. And they had the 1, 2, 1, 2 going on in the crowd. The crowd is pretty on fire for them. They still lost their match, but it was good. It was good, man. It was good to see those two guys together. I don't know if they're necessarily going to get a big push, but they are listed on the Wikipedia as a tag team as of right now. So do you think that's enough to propel them into your top 5, Garrett? Or are they close? What do you think?
I haven't seen them wrestle yet, so I couldn't put them on the list.
That's true. That's true.
But a few months from now, they could be. So who knows?
That's true. You never know. Charlie, was it enough to get them on your list?
If NXT wasn't so stacked, it probably would have. But man, there's 9 tag teams on NXT, and they're really good. So unfortunately, not this time.
But they've got potential.
Absolutely.
They'll probably be there for a while. I don't think either of these guys getting called up like too soon. So I think it's good. Okay. Another big happening. So over the next 4 weeks on NXT television, you're going to see 4 qualifying matches to decide a to go into a fatal 4-way for the #1 contender spot to face Andrade Cien Almas because Drew McIntyre isn't able to defend his title. Garrett, is this the first you're hearing of some of this, or do you know all this already?
Oh, what? Yeah, the vape got in my mouth. No, I couldn't speak for a second. It was too big of a.
I'm hoping you haven't heard any of this before, so you can be surprised.
No, actually, me and Charlie went over this before, but I wanted to be in the know, so I wasn't the bumbling idiot when we got onto this stuff. But yeah, I mean, no, it's not the first I'm hearing of it, but I mean, it's like this is the NXT thing. This is what Charlie was saying earlier. It's the NXT thing to have like these qualifying matches leading up to a fatal 4-way, and then that fatal 4-way is usually a really good match, and then whoever comes out of it, usually it doesn't matter because it's going to be a good match either way, so
exactly. So our 4 qualifying matches, the first one, which was definitely the match of the night when we were there, like the fatal 4-way was really good too, but definitely the best singles match of the night was Johnny Gargano against Cassius Ohno. It was phenomenal. Gargano basically sells for about 20 straight minutes and then comes from behind and gets the big win. Huge pop. So he was the first one qualified. Then Lars Sullivan beats who did he beat? Someone respectable.
Roger Strong.
That's it, Roddy Strong. And so Lars beats Roddy Strong, which is a good pick. It's like, Strong can lose. He's not going to get hurt that much. So Lars Sullivan and Johnny Gargano are the first 2. And then we had a match between Aleister Black and Adam Cole, baby. And Baby. And then and Aleister Black won that. He had to fight off the Undisputed Era a little bit, but Red Dragon, whatever they're going by. And got the win, so now that's 3 of the 4. And then finally, Killian Dane beat. What the hell did he beat? Trent Seven. That's right. That was a bit of an obvious one.
Yeah.
Killian Dane beat Trent Seven. I mean, and in all honesty, Trent Seven looked really out of shape. Now, I know this is coming from me. I'm not the most in shape guy, but Trent Seven really looked like he had been skipping some gym days lately. He was really flabby. It was those like when you worked out a lot for years and years and then you just kind of stopped and your skin kind of flopped. He had a lot of that like extra skin, like he had gastric bypass and had the extra skin hanging off. So then that leads into the fatal 4-way match, and Aleister Black ends up taking the pin for the first time. They decided to just go all out, don't do the whole screwy, well, he's still kind of undefeated because he never got pinned. Nope, he got pinned straight away by Johnny Gargano. So that was cool. Killian Dane and Lars Sullivan might continue their feud, which I'm totally down with. And Black ends up getting pinned after Undisputed Era comes out, and they're not necessarily helping Gargano. They're just going after Black. Black ends up fending him off, but the distraction is enough to give Gargano time to recover. He hits a really nice-looking DDT, like a springboard DDT off the ropes, and that's how he ends up getting the win. What do you think about Gargano versus Almas for the title, Garrett?
I mean, I think that's going to be like a really good match. I think as long as Almas doesn't decide that he wants to do more heel aspects than actually, because he can get carried away with that in matches, and it doesn't really seem like he's having a match. Even though he's good enough in the ring to go with these guys. I mean, and I think they may play up because there will be a size difference. It's kind of noticeable, so Almas is a big dude, so like. But I think they might play up to that a little bit. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. The feud will be I don't know how the promos are going to go. I mean, it maybe could be really good. It may be like, NXT promos are kind of hit or miss.
Yeah.
I'm thinking based on the timetable, that might be around the time where Ciampa's ready to come back and screw Gargano out of it.
And that may just be the way they go with it, and that's fine.
Yeah. Which, yeah, I'm down with it because that's the whole point. Alma's supposed to look not a super badass because I have to think McIntyre's coming back and ends up,
Exactly.
So, yeah. But what else big happened? We had a title change. The Undisputed Era ended up defeating Sanity to become world champions. And, well, the Red Dragon portion of them. I don't think they're doing Freebird rules. I think it's, going to be O'Reilly and Fish, which is the way it should be. And Adam Cole's going to end up going after the main title. So I think they hold on to this for a while. Don't you think, Charlie?
I think and hope so. So.
Agreed.
Yeah, but I it's a good direction for him.
It was good, and it was nice to see a title change because you usually don't see that on NXT because they don't want word to get out, Everyone's going to know of the title change happening, so it's like, whatever. All right. Enough for the spoilers. Oh, and also, there's going to be a match. NXT, that first week, guys, just skip straight to the Gargano-Ono match. Do not watch that women's match. I promise. You don't want to watch it.
He's not wrong, guys.
Sonya Deville versus Ruby Riott as a last hurrah was the biggest trash fire of a match I've ever seen in my life. Really bad. It was like Eva Marie versus Eva Marie 2. It was like the Sin Cara match. What that was. So let's get right to our lists, boys. Garrett, I'm going to kick it off with you. Let's talk about tag teams to start off. Give us your number 5.
All right. Open my list. My number 5 tag team is Heavy Machinery, even though we haven't really seen them in a while.
We haven't. They weren't on the tapings either. So
another team, yeah. I was just about to say another team left off the taping.
Spoilers. So.
Oh yeah, that was out of the spoiler section. I'll say there. I don't have a timestamp. I'll have to go in afterward.
Whatever.
But anyway, spoilers isn't the title, so it's fine. Heavy Machinery, yeah. I just hope that whenever they come back, if they do come back, if they're not like done or in completely fully like injured out, then yeah, I mean they still have potential and they're cool. They're fun to watch, So,
Charlie, who's your number 5? Is it also Heavy Machinery?
Yeah, mine's Heavy Machinery. Also, I have background noise. But yeah, mine's Heavy Machinery also.
Dude.
Tell your
dad, chill out.
I can't edit that. That was during the answer.
I know it is.
It's all right, man. It's all right. You're allowed. YouTube says you're allowed 3 cuss words.
That's the FCC standard, I think.
Cool.
Actually, the FCC standard is none.
Tomorrow on COD. Yes. All right.
That's to get rated R. So I guess.
All right. My number 5 is not Heavy Machinery. My number 5 is the Street Profits, which, if I had to guess, is probably the number 4 for both of you. So I'll talk about them a little bit. The Street Profits. It's hard for me to get behind the Street Profits because they're very charismatic. They're fun. People want to dance with them. People want to chant with them. They're young. But I know how WWE treats guys like this. They look at this team and they're going to say, it's this stereotypical black, charismatic couple. And if they were to go up to the main roster, they would be jobbers. Like, they wouldn't even have a shot. They wouldn't even sniff the title scene ever, in my opinion. I think they'd look at them, they'd be like, oh, they're charismatic. Go have them go to they're the KFC commercial guys. They're the WWEshop.com guys. So that's why it's hard for me to get behind them. What do you think, Charlie? How about you, Garrett?
I don't know about the KFC commercial guys. I don't know if I want to go that far.
I can talk.
Oh, dude, I didn't even think about that, but they would.
But they would. No, they're not saying they wouldn't. But number 4 was Street Profits for me. I just wanted to say that.
Charlie, were Street Profits number 4 for you as well?
No, I had them a little higher.
Well, then give us your 4.
All right, so we had Heavy Machinery at 5. I was trying to say that earlier. And then Sanity at 4. Sanity putting in work, great tag team. I think they're just tag division stacked. And at 3, I had Street Profits.
And small spoiler here. I mean, not to no shock to anyone. Alexander Wolf was not on the tapings. It was just Dane and Eric Young, and Killian Dane ended up wrestling 3 times on the night. So good on him. But I agree. So they're kind of for you. Is it because they're losing a step, or is it because you liked Street Profits so much, Charlie?
No, nothing to do with them losing a step. I think Street Profits is just so different, and just every time they're on TV, it's really fun. And they've been on a few matches now, and their latest feud was against Tino and Riddick, God-gifted athletes, who are another good fun tag team. And I've just enjoyed it. Bad against Kennedy, though. Like we were saying, though, it's just a real.
So speaking of Sanity, I had Sanity at my number 3. So you had them at their 4. I've got them at 3. Garrett, did you also have them at 3?
Who did you have at 4, Brady?
Heavy Machinery.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't hear that. Yeah. Okay. Who did I have at number 3? I had Sanity.
Okay. So now at this point, Charlie, do you have Street Profits at your 3?
Yes.
Okay. So we've all got the same 3, 4, 5. Leaving Undisputed Era, Authors of Pain, 1 or 2, both of them. So, so going down to number 2, Garrett, who is your number 2? Drum roll, please.
Authors of Pain.
I agree. I have him at 2 as well.
Agreed. Same
Undisputed Era is just phenomenal.
They're so good. Authors of Pain are solid. They've got to be the next tag team called up.
I think they're going to be even bigger in WWE.
Agreed.
Like they've kind of been looked over just because of who's been in NXT. But I really think they might hit a new level in WWE, and I really hope they do.
Yeah, I think so too. This is still the youngest tag team in the division.
Crazy.
The Authors of Pain are amazing, and that's the main reason why I put Undisputed Era number 1. Like, they're fun to watch. I love watching all 3 of these teams. They've had this 3-way kind of title feud going on. Undisputed Era, Authors of Pain, Sanity, 1, 2, and 3. That was my 1, 2, and 3. There's Garrett's as well. Charlie he likes Street Profits a little more. But all 3 of these teams are great. I think NXT is in a great spot to where they could lose one of these top 3 teams as a call-up, and they would still be absolutely fine. You guys can agree with that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's what's nice, you know? Like with the women that we're going to talk about, there's some of these women where if they were to get called up right now, the division might be a little shaky. But Undisputed Era, Garrett, they're fun.
And all 3 of them just have it. I don't know what it is, but some wrestlers have it, like Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles, and they have it. All 3 of them have it, and it's obvious every time they step in the ring. I mean, there's a reason Red Dragon was so popular on the indies, you know, like they just have it and it works, and they need to not do anything to it when it goes to the main roster.
Well, what I love about them the most, and Charlie, I'll throw it to you after this. Every tag team other than the Undisputed Era, they have like the same shtick, right? The Undisputed Era, all 3 guys, and specifically Fish and O'Reilly, they are completely different people, different move sets. You know who each individual person is, but they aren't a thrown together group. You know, like Cesaro and Sheamus still feel more thrown together than these guys, and Cesaro and Sheamus probably work more similar to each other. I think that's really unique, Charlie. You there?
Yeah, I'd agree though. It's a very natural feel with them.
And hearing Bobby Fish yell across the ring, "Come on, Kyle! Come on, Kyle!" It was enjoyable.
That part, I was cheesing when he was doing that, man.
Oh my God, he's like, "Yeah, Kyle, get him!" it was very funny during the tapings, Garrett. I won't do any spoilers, but during their match, like the people, there were a couple matches like this. The audience members on TV, it will probably come across as a dead crowd, but everyone around me was just so focused. They just really wanted to watch the match rather than do all their chants and stuff. It's not that people weren't into it. It's that they were so into it that they were quiet. It was a very interesting atmosphere.
True.
Top 5 women. I guess I will get it started. Number 5, and this is a bit of a spoiler, but we haven't talked about it yet on this. The debuting at some point during the next 4 weeks. Go ahead and we'll keep an eye out for it. Shayna Baszler, who was in the Mae Young Classic. She's one of the 4 horsewomen of MMA with Ronda Rousey and others. I think that she is everything that they wanted Sonya Deville to be. I mean, Sonya Deville's good, but I think that's a big reason why they called her up now, looking at in hindsight. Sonya's up there because Shayna is going to take the division by storm.
Yeah, true.
Did either of you guys have Baszler on the list? Probably not.
No, I didn't.
I did.
You did?
You want my number 5?
Wait, Charlie, you said you did?
I said no, I didn't. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Garrett, let's hear your 5.
I didn't have any other people besides the 5 that I had in my head that I could think of, so I had to put Billie Kay at number 5 because even though she hasn't really done anything, not as much as Royce anyway, it's the only one that makes sense because she's been around the longest, I guess, out of everyone that I know. So, and I haven't seen Baszler yet, so I imagine if our interests like they normally do align in what we like in wrestling, I'll probably will be a fan, but I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know.
I mean, she's still a great personality.
Oh, completely. I think
her and Peyton work great together. So
I don't think their gimmick would work with one person. I think it only works with the group. You know what I mean? So
yeah, it'd be kind of weird if they tried to do the Mean Girls thing, but with only one of them.
I mean, Peyton could sell it. Would it be entertaining all the time? No, it'd be just like Alexa Bliss.
What if they came up as Alexa Bliss's Goonies?
That could work. Or Emma's gone now, so you can't do that. I mean, that's what I was saying with Emma for a long time, and not just because they're all Australian, but because I mean, you can say they knew each other in NXT. You know they did. You can tell. You know.
Yeah, that's true.
Who are you going to go to out of a locker room of people that you don't know? You know. Anyway.
So Charlie, who's your number 5?
And number 5, I had that Bianca Belair.
Interesting. Why?
She's been on NXT TV recently a couple times. She's got the long hair and she does the hair whip. And they put her over already against someone, so I think they like her. I think she's really good. So
you think like how I was talking about Street Profits? Yeah, how I was talking about Street Profits on the RDP podcast on how like they're like that next wave. They're just not there yet. Do you think that's how?
Oh yeah. By the end of 2018, she'll be in the title scene. Probably by Brooklyn, she could be going for it. So
nice. I'm down. Out of curiosity, actually, I'll ask this after we're done. Our 5, number 4. I'll give mine right now. I had Kairi Sane listed as 4, and I probably have her the lowest out of any of us. I'm not a fan of her gimmick. She comes down like she's a pirate, but then she does nothing in the ring that resembles being a pirate at all. I don't know. I personally don't like her. Charlie?
Number 4, I had Peyton Royce.
Nice.
I also had Peyton Royce.
So you guys both have Peyton at 4?
Yeah, she's good. And I think these top 4 women they're by far head and shoulders above everyone else.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, you know.
I think we all had, whatever order of 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then 5, we're like,
Who do we put there? Pick random person,
Pick any of these other women that we think.
Well, this raid that just happened of the NXT women's division just screwed everything up. We would have had the same 5 guaranteed if they hadn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the one person that would have been our number 5 spot is now on SmackDown. So,
Agreed. So did either of you guys have Kyrie at number 3?
I did.
So Garrett had her at 3. Charlie, who did you have at number 3?
Number 3, I had Nikki Cross.
I did as well. So you can go ahead and talk about it, Charlie.
I was hoping she would have won the title, just because of I think someone who's gone out there and completely owned their gimmick is her, and I think she's awesome. She's a great wrestler. Insanity's.
She was fun on the tapings.
Oh, absolutely. Beating the hell out of Adam Cole. We can say that.
We can. Yeah, it was definitely really, really interesting. So we don't all have the top 2. You two have identical top 2s. Maybe you have them flipped, but I do not. So at number 2, I had Peyton Royce, who Charlie had at 4, and Garrett had at 4 as well. Yeah, you both had her at 4. I have her at 2 because I just think look and personality matters so much in wrestling in general. And if you were, it sounds shallow, but if you were to rank all of the women on appearance alone and charisma, Peyton would be at the top of the list in both of those categories in NXT right now. It's obviously debatable, but I think Peyton has it all. I think she's good enough in the ring to get by, and if you put her against good opponents like Ember, Nikki, and Kyrie, all faces, then she'll do well.
She have the title, man. She's the only heel.
She should have had the title. I said that on the post War Games thing. Where like the smart decision would have been give Peyton the title, have her do a feud with probably Ember. Or actually, no. If you wanted Ember to have the title in the long run, I would have had Peyton win it, have a feud against Nikki, beat Nikki, have a feud against Kyrie, beat Kyrie, have a feud against Ember, lose against Ember, have your rematch, and then by then everyone's called up that we're talking about. So,
yeah.
So your number 2, Garrett.
Nikki Cross.
Oh, that's right. Oh, wait. Where'd you have Kyrie?
Number 3.
Oh, okay. That's right. I forgot about that. Okay, so you've got Nikki Cross. So you don't have identical top 2. All of us have different top 2. All of us have a different number 2. Very interesting. But I can't say I disagree. Nikki's good.
They're all 4 interchangeable. It's your personal preference.
That's why we're not even going on about some of these picks. It's just like,
the only one that I don't think you can necessarily, because Nikki hasn't done anything super substantial, so I don't think Nikki could be ranked at number 1.
No, I definitely wouldn't say that.
I think 2 through 4 you can rank however you'd like.
Yeah.
Charlie, who do you have at number 2?
All right, number 2, I got Ember Moon, the newest champion.
Dang. Okay. So tell us about Ember, man. It's the first time we talked about her.
All right, 1 sec. Good? All right.
Good.
I'm going to mute for...
All right, dude.
Okay, well, I mean...
All right, now we're good. There's going to be a loud noise. I had to do something. All right. The number 2 got Ember Moon, newest champion. I think if they were going to go this route, why have Asuka retire the belt if you're just going to give it to her? I did not like that at all. But, it is what it is. Ember is by far, I think, the most ready to be called up of this list. But I don't think it's happening anytime soon anymore with 5 of them getting called up at once. But, yeah, she is a great wrestler. She just, I don't know, maybe last night put a bad taste in my mouth. I just did not like the 2 matches she was in.
I thought they were good. I guess we just disagree on that. And, I mean, plus, one of the matches was against someone who was terrible. Just not good in the ring. So,
Yeah.
So Garrett and I both had her at number 1. So, obviously, I don't think we need to defend her too much. I mean, she's the champ that runs the camp right now. So
who was your number 2, Brady?
My number 2, I already said it, Peyton.
Oh, Peyton was your number 2? Okay.
So now all that's left is Charlie's got Kyrie ranked number 1, right?
Yeah, Kyrie saying rank 1. And before I did this list October 20th, right? I had to edit it today because I had Ruby Riott at number 2. But I don't know, man. Every time I watch her, literally just today, I moved her up on the list because she was at number 4 originally. But I should say, I keep mixing up my words. The October list, she was at number 4. But anyways, I watched her match against Peyton Royce today, the newest NXT TV episode that came out last night. It just reminded me, every time she's out there, I don't know, I just really enjoy it. I love the music. I don't know. There's just a lot of it. I feel like in ring, her and Ember are head and shoulder above everyone else, but as characters, like she could be the lowest, as in terms because she's the newest. So,
yeah. To me, she's just not engaging. It feels like a little kid character. But
that's fair.
I can see why a lot of people are into it. You know what I mean? I don't know. It just seems
that match against Peyton Royce. I'd recommend. I don't know if you guys are in the mood to watch NXT. The last one was really good. And
yeah, I need to. I saw a lot of people tweeting about it. So right now, well, actually, we'll go and we'll recap it again. But yeah. So let's switch into our list of men. So we've been doing top 5 tags and top 5 women. And actually, I back up. I digress. I want to go back and talk right now about the women really quick.
Dude.
We have the 5 women that just got called up. I think we can all agree that out of the 5, Ruby would be the highest. Yes?
Absolutely. Yeah, Ruby.
Yeah.
Ruby's the only
so,
one. Yeah.
So, after Ruby Riott, any of the other 4, would they have been the 5th girl on your list, or are they all that bad?
I don't think they wrestle enough. Sarah definitely not. And I don't.
I saw one Sarah Logan match the entire time I watch NXT.
What, Garrett?
I've only seen one Sarah Logan match. I don't watch every episode of NXT, but I've only seen one Sarah Logan match the entire time I watched.
He was never really on it as a character. Neither was Mandy Rose.
If they had done more with Sonya, maybe, because I think that character has got more potential. Just because that we've never had that real character with a chick. That character will die when Ronda Rousey comes in.
And I can't even think of who the last one is. That's how irrelevant they are. Bro.
It's Mandy Rose.
No, Mandy.
Oh, Liv Morgan. That's the one we haven't named.
Liv Morgan. Oh God, there's no way
she's been on NXT the longest, but it was never a great wrestler.
And I would have still ranked Shayna Baszler over any of those 4, and they're all on the main roster. And Shayna Baszler debuted last night.
I mean, it's just like I would rank them over Carmella too. You know, some people just don't really. I don't know. We'll have to see how it happens. You know, Alexa Bliss I think grew on everyone.
Yeah.
At first she was just kind of there.
Yeah, well, she got a lot of hate for a little while, but people realized, oh yeah, she's actually one of the only real heel women at all.
Yeah. It's just I don't know. I was disappointed in the women that they decided to call up. And
absolutely.
I mean, I said this in the spoilers, but hey, you know, it's good. I want to warn you guys too. Don't watch the Sonya Deville, Ruby Riott. They came out to try to do this last hurrah, like we were going to give them a goddamn standing ovation at the end of in NXT last night as like oh yeah, they're all on the roster. Those are our girls. You go, girls. Complete crickets. No one cared. It was an awful match. Neither of them can do anything in the ring. It was so bad.
I think out of those 4, the only one that has true potential is that Mandy Rose, mainly because of how she looks, and she is pretty athletic. So
dude, Rick has jumped ship, man. Rick is all about her over Alexa Bliss. I think that takes a lot.
Yeah, I mean,
just ask me what you'd like me to do. I'm trying my best to help.
No, to answer your question, 5 very random call-ups. The only one that any of us even kind of mentioned was Ruby, and that was I was saying just, you know, and you guys are kind of agreeing. If they didn't call up Iconic and they were going to call up a woman, it probably would have been Ruby because she wasn't in any storylines.
Right.
And
that Amazon Echo is the best indirect thing we could have ever gotten for this show.
yeah,
it's a weekly joke, and it only happens once.
You know, you can set it so that it doesn't have respond to Alexa, right? It can just respond to Echo.
Yeah, I like saying Alexa. Hey, Alexa, you look really nice today.
Sorry, I'm not sure.
You gotta have more confidence.
Like every woman doesn't want to take the compliment, Brady.
Dang. You misogynistic pig.
I didn't know we were still doing the Trump impressions.
I almost did a spit take on my computer. Dude, I had to swallow it quickly. All right.
Top 10
Please
men.
don't die. Please don't die.
Top 10 men. Let's hear your number 10, Garrett.
Lars.
Dude, I forgot to put him on my list.
I originally had him at 10, but I had to bump in someone else, so we got bumped out.
Yeah, I almost bumped him out too. I couldn't think of who else to put in. I just put Lars there because I was like, who do I have for 10? Because at first I thought we were doing a top 5, and I had to find 5 more, and I was like, oh, man.
So you're the only one with Lars on the list, which is funny because they're pushing him pretty heavy.
And I usually don't like big guys like that, but I think if they can get some other big guys like Dane, maybe Almas is almost big enough, McIntyre, you get matches with those guys. I mean, dude, a match between him and McIntyre, come on.
That would be really good. So he wasn't on your list, Charlie, so who do you have at 10?
Killian Dane. Last night probably was the reason for that. And War Games, I thought he just crushed it. So
yeah, they designed that match around Killian Dane. 100%.
Oh yeah. Who's your 10, Brady?
At my number 10, I have a guy that we haven't seen in a little while, but I think he's going to make a nice big comeback pretty soon. Tommaso Ciampa.
Good idea.
I still just him and Gargano. Now I know Gargano has always been the more like heroic one and stuff like that, but Ciampa I think has more natural charisma and can play off the crowd more than Gargano. They're both phenomenal. Okay, don't get me wrong, but I think Ciampa, as soon as he comes back, he inserts himself into a major storyline with Gargano, which could like turn into a title feud. I think that their feud will be that hot that it could turn into a title feud.
Yeah, that could be the title match to take over New Orleans for sure.
Yep.
You know, when you insert yourself in, things tend to get hot.
Yep, it's true. My number 9, we have a guy that we talked about. Do we include him in NXT? He's on NXT frequently enough that I say that we do. I have Pete Dunne at number 9.
Wow.
I think Charlie's probably going to have him much, much higher.
Oh, I have him super high.
Personally, for me, he's getting a little stale, only because I don't think the people they've been putting him against aren't the best. I haven't been super hyped about a Pete Dunne matchup until like last night. Like there hasn't been.
I have a way, dude. I have a perfect solution to this. Put the UK division on the Cruiserweight show.
Yeah.
Literally.
Well,
Have 2 divisions on 205 Live.
He's been on the last 2 weeks of NXT television.
Or move it to NXT. Move the title somewhere where it's actually on a brand. Because the UK brand is dead.
I mean, that's kind of what they've been doing. It's just...
It's on NXT now. He defended it against Johnny Gargano in that last episode. So
he's defended it twice now on there.
But you know what I mean? It happened with Neville. Like, Neville can be as good as he wants to be, but if he has a lack of quality opponents, then Neville becomes less. Yes. And that's what I feel like has happened with me and my view of Pete Dunne.
Fair enough.
Number 9, Garrett.
I have Roderick Strong.
Nice.
I couldn't think of who to put at number 9, and I was like, oh, I don't have Roddy on the list, and I don't really want to put him any higher because all the people I have on here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't have him on my list, so.
Yeah, so there's just a few picks in here that I just put in because I thought they deserved the spots that I gave, I think. Roddy Strong is consistent, if not anything else, and the guy likes to perform on the mic really well. That seems to be more of his thing than anything he does, and I mean, he talks and he talks, and
he
it's
really
like
took that face rollover very well.
Yeah, and I don't think they're gonna. I mean, and like in all this stuff with the lead up to War Games and stuff. I mean, you know, it's just add levels to the character. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, so who did you?
I agree. Number 9, Charlie.
Velveteen Dream.
Ooh, interesting.
Velveteen Dream.
You made my list higher.
Dream.
You made higher on my list. So you won me over with War Games first one.
I agree. He's a little higher on mine as well. So, really quick, it's not really a spoiler, but if you're planning on seeing Velveteen Dream over the next 4 weeks of NXT television, don't hold your breath because he was not at the tapings. I don't know why. He's way too young to get called up, I got to think. But maybe they just didn't have anything for him and they didn't want to just come out and like cut promos on nothing. Or what I really hope isn't the case, but I have a sneaking suspicion it is, they didn't want him to get too big too fast. And with how much he over-delivered in his match against Black, they're like, you know what? We got to keep him off TV so he cools off.
Because they're not ready for his big push yet, right?
Right, because he's still too young.
Yeah.
What do you think, Charlie?
I mean, that it could be an idea, but I think just along the lines of they just didn't have anything for him. And just holding it.
So number 8, Garrett.
I have Killian Dane.
So Charlie, I'm going to try to remember all these. So Charlie had Killian Dane at 9, right?
10.
Oh, 10. See, I suck. So you've got him at 8.
I just love watching the guy wrestle. I've loved him since he was a big demo. He's just a big dude that can move faster than like Braun Strowman can, and he can lift ridiculous amounts of people. I mean, like, the guy's just the all-around package. And when he hits the main roster, he's going to soar. I mean, he is just going to take off. And they don't even have to keep him with sanity. Like, if they gave him a solo gig before, I think he would just be a monster. I mean, oh, man, that's going to be fun when he goes.
Put him with Wyatt.
He could do that, and it would. You know what? It would work because the guy would get himself over because he's just so great. I mean, he's not spectacular in the ring, but what he can do for his size, it's like the same thing with Strowman. What he can do for their size just is amazing. You know.
Put him with Wyatt. Let him win the tag titles, and as soon as it starts getting stale, you have Wyatt turn on him, and
then he
Killian
can do his
come
thing.
out on top.
Yeah, then he can do his thing.
Sure. It'd be great. Charlie, who do you have at number 8?
I got Drew McIntyre, the old NXT champion.
Wow. Way down at 8?
I mean, well, you got to remember, this is a really stacked list.
What did he do?
What do you mean? Nothing. He's great. Yeah, he had a good championship match against Almas. I thought the feud buildup was awesome. I thought his whole winning the belt off Bobby Roode was done well, and that's since the last date of NXT. And I sucks he's hurt because, you know, it's not a bad time for him to be hurt because of how stacked it is. So it's not like it's going to feel like it's running dry. But for him, I hope he doesn't get lost in the shuffle. But he was just a champion, so I don't think he will.
Hopefully not. They could just send him straight to the main roster too. Who knows?
That might have been according to something, that might have been the plan. So who knows?
Well, my number 8, I've got one part of Undisputed Era, and that's Kyle O'Reilly. Coming into when they came into the WWE, when they came into NXT, I liked Kyle O'Reilly better than he was my favorite of the 3 by far. Adam Cole has grown on me, and it's partially because they haven't screwed these guys up like at all. I like Bobby Fish too, but Kyle O'Reilly still has so much star potential, just the way he carries himself. He kind of like slithers down to the ring. Bobby Fish is kind of walking behind him like, yeah, that's my weird friend. Sorry, it's all good.
Come on, Kyle.
Yeah. So I don't know. I really like Kyle O'Reilly. If I had to guess, I'm probably the only one with him on.
Probably, but I mean I
had him at 10.
That whole
for Velveteen.
If I had an 11, one of those guys would be on there.
So yeah, I'm a little higher.
By the way, really quickly, that whole build of O'Reilly and Fish coming out having a match, and then we don't see them for weeks, and then they debut as the Red Dragon, re-debut as the Red Dragon or whatever. You know, that was just because we knew they had both of them, and then there was a thing, and then we were like, oh, there's no way. And then they were like, hint, hint, and we were like, yeah, there's no way. They hinted. It's not happening now, you know?
Yeah.
And then it happened, and then Adam Cole was like weird, but then it was like, you know what, it might work, and then it worked, and it's worked.
Dude, you guys got to listen to that Kyle O'Reilly podcast with Jericho. It was awesome, just awesome podcast.
O'Reilly's just, I wouldn't want to talk to him because I feel like he beat me up because I'd say something weird or something.
How long ago was it? Was it recent?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was posted less than a month ago.
I feel like I probably listened to it, but maybe I just skimmed over. I don't know. I usually will listen to all of them, even the rock ones and stuff like that. I'm going to go straight into my number 7 as someone we've already talked about, but I really like him, Velveteen Dream. So, I mean, he's going to keep rising. He's young, but like I said, I kind of made my list based on how I think they're going to do, over the next 2, 3, 4 months. So I think Velveteen Dream, I think he's a made man right now. He's controlling his own destiny. So I've got him at number 7. Charlie, what do you have?
Number 7, I got Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano.
Damn, dude. Me and Charlie are on like the same wavelength on some picks tonight. I also have him there.
Nice.
There you go. Yeah, I think we're kind of going based off how you ranked it. I mean, I think I ranked this in order of whose matches I look forward to the most, maybe. I don't know. I'm trying to think of a way I ranked it. I don't know. This is how the cards fell, I guess, I don't know. Maybe most star potential. I don't know. I was, now that you say it, I don't know how I ranked them. I didn't rank them a specific way. But,
yeah, I was looking at my list. I sort of just went off the top of my head who I like the most,
Yeah.
And the thing with wrestling, that changes.
Yeah, and that's why we do these lists every time. Because if we didn't, then the first lists would just be the first lists, and they'd be way different now, So,
Garrett.
Wait,
So Garrett, you had Velveteen Dream at 7 as well. Hold on, Charlie, go ahead.
I was gonna say UCF is kicking the crap out of Missouri so far.
No, I had Gargano at 7.
Oh, Gargano, sorry.
Speaking of Dream, though, I had him at 6.
And did you? So now we've all got Dream. You've got Dream the highest at 6.
Yeah. Like I said, he really won me over with War Games. I loved the match, and I've loved all the matches I've seen with him. I mean,
Charisma.
yeah, it's like I talk about it a lot, and some wrestlers have it, and some of them don't. And they all end up in WWE at one point or another, whether they say there or not. But he has it, and I hope he keeps it because he can lose it. It's happened before. Dolph Ziggler had it. He doesn't anymore.
Yeah.
So really quick, I'm gonna have I'm gonna list off our power rankings. Is what we had before. I'll list off the women and tags after. But our top 10 before. Garrett had Oni Lorcan at 10, Eric Young 9, Noe Jose at 8, Aleister Black 7, Andrade Almas 6, Roddy Strong 5, Hideo Itami 4, Cassius Ohno 3, Drew McIntyre 2, Bobby Roode 1.
Wow.
Charlie had Dylan Miley 10.
Which is Lars Sullivan.
No way. I was gonna say I didn't know who that was. No way. Jose 9, Johnny Gargano 8, Andrade Almas 7, Hideo Itami 6, Bobby Roode 5, Roddy Strong 4, Cassius Ohno 3, Drew McIntyre 2, Aleister Black 1. And I had No Way Jose 10, Hideo Itami 9, Roddy Strong 8, Andrade Almas 7, Tommaso Ciampa 6, Aleister Black 5, Cassius Ohno 4, Johnny Gargano 3, Bobby Roode 2, Drew McIntyre 1.
Nice.
So we all had three different top 2s.
And that's changed so much.
Yeah, so looking
Dylan Miley, man. Dude, I had him with the old name.
Yeah, you had him before he was even a thing. Like,
wow. That's cool.
You saw it back then. Good call.
That is impressive. I might as well read off the women while I'm here.
Yeah,
top 10. I'm going to list them the other way now. Or actually, I like them backwards. Garrett had Ruby Riott. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We did top 6. Garrett did Ruby Riott 6, Liv Morgan 5, Aaliyah 4, Nikki Cross 3, Peyton Royce 2, Ember Moon 1.
That was a very different division.
Oh, wait, no, sorry. Top 7. You had Ruby Riott 7, Liv Morgan 6, Aaliyah 5, Nikki Cross 4, Peyton Royce 3, Ember Moon 2, Asuka 1. Charlie
had a different division back then.
Charlie had Billy Kay 7, Peyton Royce 6, Ruby Riott 5, Nikki Cross 4, Candice LeRae 3, Ember Moon 2, Asuka 1.
They never signed Candice.
Nope. And I had Peyton Royce 7, Ruby Riott 6, Liv Morgan 5. Nikki, I had her even higher than Garrett. Nikki Cross 4, Candice LeRae 3, Asuka 2, Ember Moon 1. I was the only one that had Ember Moon above Asuka at that point. And then tag teams. Garrett had Heavy Machinery 5, TM614, Sanity 3, DIY 2, AOP 1. So
one of those teams doesn't exist anymore.
What?
One of those teams doesn't exist anymore.
Wait, TM61's done?
No, DIY.
Oh, DIY, duh. Charlie had Mossatelli, but they've been renamed. What are they? Something athletes or something, right? I can't remember. Chosen ones or something.
God gifted athletes.
There you go. Gifted athletes, yeah. You had them at 5, Sanity 3 or 4, Heavy Machinery 3, AOP 2, DIY 1. And I had and I had TM615, Heavy Machinery 4, AOP 3, Sanity 2, DIY 1. I was low on AOP, bro.
Look at the changes. You know what's crazy? In May, Ruby Riott had only been there a month. In November, she's gone. Her run was quick, dude.
We were all had her on our list at least.
We knew it was up with her.
Garrett, man, Aaliyah. She's still in NXT. Man, she fall off your list.
Yeah, dude. Aaliyah,
She hasn't done a thing.
You were the only one that saw Peyton come in though, Garrett. You had her at 3. Me and Charlie had her at 9 or 6 and 5.
I could see back. When I first saw them too. I was like, these two are going to be something. I just don't know when.
Trying to look at some of the other oddballs. I mean,
Oni Lorcan making my list now just sounds so odd. But he had a really good match on one of the first NXT shows I watched on the week that it happened.
All 3 of us had Noe Jose on the list, and now he's dumped.
Now he's gone. Now he's. I mean, he's still in NXT. Just hasn't been on in 2 months.
Look at where we've got Ono, man. We were predicting a push. We had him at 3, 3, and 4.
He didn't really get a push. So
All right, top 10 men. I believe
we were
I was the one that didn't do my 6.
Yeah. No wait.
I had Killian Dane at my 6. So we've already talked about him. Charlie, who do you have at 6?
I had Roderick Strong.
Nice. 5. I mean, we've talked about him before. Charlie already had him. Johnny Gargano, I had at 5. I think he's fantastic.
Yeah.
Garrett, who do you have at 5?
Cassius Ono.
He is good, and I'll be completely honest.
Gotta have some Chris Hero on the list.
I know. I forgot to put him on there.
Ooh, you can change if you want.
I'd probably slide Pete Dunne down to 10, and bump Ciampa off. I'd put him right behind O'Reilly. I'll be honest, he might be out of NXT, like not call up, like straight out of NXT by the time we do the next one of these. Bold prediction.
But it's because they haven't done anything with them, and they have too many. You have too many stars that they can't do anything with them. Really can't. And it's either main roster or gone. And
yeah,
and I don't think he's ready for the main roster, so it's probably gone.
Agreed. I think he's being used as a gatekeeper right now, and I think once McIntyre comes back, he's gonna do his title rematch, and if he doesn't get called up right away, he's gonna take over Ono's spot as the gatekeeper for a while. And number 5, Charlie.
Adam Cole, baby.
He did not make my list.
What, Garrett?
He did not make my list.
Adam Cole didn't make your list?
Nope.
Nice. What's your reasoning?
I didn't think about it.
True.
Thinking about it now, Lars would probably be bumped off, and he'd be above Cassius Ono. But I can't do that now because it's already in the video.
Hey, the list is the list, man. Charlie, why'd you rank him at 5?
Good wrestler, good character. You know, all these guys, they could be title contenders easily. You know, or they are. So
my top 6, I consider title contenders. How many of your top? Where's your mark? Mine is right in between Killian Dane and Velveteen Dream.
My entire list is people that could go for the main title.
I kind of feel the same way.
Except maybe Dream, but I mean that's just because he's not been there that long. But even eventually him.
But even I could see him doing something with Dream. You know,
Actually, no. I'll get into why in a second, but my number 4 technically couldn't because division stuff. But I mean,
Did you give your 5, Garrett?
yeah. So it was Cassie Sono.
Yeah, that's right. So let's move to number 4. Charlie Adam at number 5. I've got Adam Cole at number 4. So Garrett, number 4.
I have Bruiserweight Pete Dunne at number 4 because I just think the guy is so good. I think he sells heel work amazingly. Other than like disrespecting the title, I guess, which is a thing now that they're going to start saying about him.
No, they don't say it about him. They only say it about Roman.
Right, but now people are going to start saying it about Dunn because they're going to be coming to the defense of Roman by saying, "Oh, hey, look at this." The few Roman fans that do defend on the internet. Yeah, I mean,
Looking at you, Julianne.
and so I really love what Dunn does, and I think he's a perfect fit for that title if that title stays around. And I really want him to end up on 205 Live or NXT or whatever. I mean, because there's just so many good matches you could have on both, So, yeah.
Agreed. Charlie, number 4.
Number 4, I got Aleister Black.
Wow, I thought you would have him higher.
No, I mean, again, everyone, it's interchangeable, but he's, I think he's, I don't know. I don't think they're going to push him towards the title. I'm starting to think
the Caps just got beat 5-2 at home.
Nice. That's not a good.
But they always do really well in the regular season.
Not this year.
I don't know if it's a meme. I don't know. But
the Caps always have the best record every year and then lose first round.
And I always talk to Brady about how we have the best record every year.
Remember, and then they won their. Come on, Charlie, on the Radio podcast last year, they actually won their first round playoffs.
Yeah, and I was so happy about it, and then they lost the next game.
They lost to Pittsburgh though, so it's all right.
Yeah,
Yeah, Black is, he's amazing. I enjoy him a lot, I gotta say.
Oh, he's great. Yeah, I thought for sure you had him at number 1. I thought that was a given. So that's surprising to me. Garrett, who's your number 4?
I already said mine. It was Pete Dunne.
So give us your 3. Sorry, I'm all over.
I have number 3 Andrade Cien Almas.
I do as well.
I do as well.
I just think, and I thought the champion always has to at least make the top 5. I definitely think it should also be the top 3. It doesn't have to be the number 1, just given on your list. And I always try to put them at number 2 or 3 because I don't want it to just be because they're the champion. Last time, like I said, I had Drew McIntyre at like number 2, even though he was just about to win the belt, and we all knew it, And I had Bobby Roode at number 1 because he was one of my favorite wrestlers at the time. But like on this one, my top 3 come down to these are all some 3 of my favorite guys to watch on NXT. And so, but see, Almas is just he's come along so well because he got lazy for a while. He didn't feel like doing it, and I understand in the wrestling business that can get rough.
That Cesar Bonani, he was looking very bad, man. And then they give him Zelina.
I mean, his character was literally he was a wrestler that didn't care about working out and stuff because he was partying too much. That was literally the gimmick. I mean,
yeah, and he had that feud with Johnny Gargano after Johnny and Ciampa broke up, and he that was his first feud he won, and then he was matching with Roderick Strong, and they would put on these matches and on NXT. And I was like, wow, holy crap, he's here. And, and the next thing you know, they push him all the way to the title, which I did not see coming, but I will.
Yeah, same. So let me see. Let me try to think.
Let me make something clear. At the time, I disagree with the decision. I feel really good about him being champion now.
I'm trying to see if Garrett and I have
the same top 2.
I think we do.
Okay, let me
hold on.
Okay,
so we know that Charlie's top 2 is. Oh, we know Charlie had Almas at 3. We know Pete Dunne is in Charlie's top 2. He's somewhere in there. We know that Aleister Black has to be in the top 2 for both Garrett and me. Okay. Yeah. So let's go there. Where is Black ranked for you, Garrett?
Number 2.
Okay, he's ranked number 2 for me as well.
Whoa! So wait, you're number 1.
That would be really surprising. So
Brady's number 1 is Drew McIntyre, and Garrett's number 1 is Eric Young.
Incorrect.
There's no chance in hell he has Eric Young number 1.
I've got Drew McIntyre as well.
Oh, you didn't name him yet. Duh. Never mind.
Yeah.
Oh, you both have McIntyre and then Black. Nice.
Wow. That surprises me, Garrett. I thought I was going to be the only one with him. I was the only one with McIntyre's number 1 last time.
Dude, you guys aren't going to believe who my number 1 is.
I know who it is.
Hold on. Are you going to say Lars?
No, it's Cassius Ohno.
No, that's believable. I can buy that. He's not. I don't think he's the best thing, but he's
done it
pretty
too.
good.
I don't know, man. I've just really. Last night was the proving point for me that he's number 1. And in October 20th, when I made this list, I'll admit I didn't put Pete Dunne on it at first. I had it Ono and then Almas, but I threw Pete Dunne in at number 2 because you know what? I was like, Brady knows. There's not a guy I look forward to more usually than him. But I don't know, man. Something about the elbows. I'm a fucking nerd for those. And he does all those just fun moves.
Way to go, man. That's our 4th cuss.
I didn't cuss. Did I? I didn't mean
F-bomb
to.
you just dropped?
I did not say.
I don't even know.
Yes, you did.
That.
You just said, quote, I am a fucking freak with the elbows.
Dude, I did not say that. You just said that.
Oh, my
Look
God.
at the tape. Look at the tape. When this
Check
show's
the
over, we
tape,
can all
bro.
rewind the tape.
Go ahead. Garrett will check the tape. And Garrett, don't even edit it out, bro. Just bleep it.
I don't have a sound effect for that, but I can probably download one.
There you go. But no, it's just, yeah, those are my 2 favorites right there. So
Charlie took the 2 guys with the most consistent slaps of the leg for the elbows. You asked how to rank it. Did you rank them in ranks of slaps? Where's Danny Burch, bro?
missed the list, man.
Wow. Very surprising, man. Charlie puts a guy on the list that I didn't even have in the top 10. The number 1 is a guy that I don't even have in the top 10.
That surprises me. He's so good.
He is, but like I said, he's gonna be out of NXT in 6 months. He's gonna get fed up with not being used correctly.
That's fair.
I mean, who does he feud with now?
Let's see who all lost that. I don't know. Maybe
I just want to put this out there that Charlie's top 3 was Black, McIntyre, Ono. He had McIntyre over Ono, and now he's not even in his top 10 or something. He's like 9 for Charlie.
I had him at 7, I think. 8.
Okay, 8, dude. My 8 is Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah, but you left Ono off the list completely.
Yeah, that's because Ono's not going to be in NXT, bro. I'm going for potential.
I got Cassius Ono, Pete Dunne, Almas, Black, Cole, Strong, Gargano, and McIntyre. Those are definitely his top 8. And then, Velveteen Dream and Killian Dane.
All right, Garrett, let's hear yours 1 through 10.
All right. Do you want me to start from 10 again?
No, 1 to 10.
All right. Fine. All right. Number 1, Drew McIntyre. Number 2, Aleister Black. Number 3, Andrade Almas. Number 4, Pete Dunne. Number 5, Cassius Ono. Number 6, Velveteen Dream. Number 7, Johnny Gargano. Number 8, Killian Dane. Number 9, Roderick Strong. And number 10, Lars Sullivan.
So Garrett and I had the exact same top 3. Charlie, list here is 1 to 10.
Ono, Dunne, Almas, Black, Cole.
Hold on, bro. Go slow.
Cassius Ono.
Yeah.
Pete Dunne. Andrade Cien Almas. We all had the same 3. Black. Adam Cole, baby. Who Garrett forgot. Strong. Gargano. Daddy Mac. Velveteen Dream. And Killian Dane.
Daddy Mac.
So the biggest discrepancies that I saw, I had Pete Dunne really low when you guys did not. I didn't have Roddy Strong on my list. You guys both did. Garrett didn't have Adam Cole on his list.
Garrett's a freaking hater.
And I had Dylan Miley.
Baby.
Wait, Dylan Miley, what?
Call back.
Actually, technically, Garrett was the only one with Dylan Miley, right? Charlie, did you have Lars?
No Lars. Velveteen Dream and whoever it was, Pete Dunne.
And isn't that crazy that he's the #1 contender for the title now?
Who?
Lars, man. He won that Fatal 4-Way.
Oh, yeah, man.
All right. So we will catch you on the next State of the NXT address. That was a solid hour and a half show, boys.
Salad. Brother.
I'll be back after TakeOver, what? New Orleans? The one after Mania? Probably be back after that.
That's true. After
They're not doing it.
And remember, not right after, because we got to wait for the call-ups.
Dude, we got to end this on a hot take. You ready?
Jesus, here we go.
One person's going to be in the Royal Rumble. Go.
This thing. Someone that's gonna be in the Royal Rumble guaranteed. Randy Orton.
No, someone from NXT, Garrett. You
NXT. Oh, sorry, I didn't hear that part.
Roderick Strong for me. That's what I'm thinking is going to be in the.
Lars.
Oh,
That's a good one. I think Lars is your Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
It could be either or. It could be both, actually.
But anyway, you know what? Another hot take. Most likely to get murdered between now and the next one. Go.
Brady, you never gave the Rumble answer.
I gave my Rumble answer. I said McIntyre. Clean your ears.
Dude, it didn't come through. Did you hear it, Garrett?
I was too jumbled.
He was spooked.
Too spooky.
Give him the heckin' concern.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to change my answer. I'm going to say Killian Dane.
That makes
Ooh.
a lot of sense.
Dude.
He'd be a really good one for the Rumble.
Or what was the other one that you suggested? Who's the most likely to get murdered? Like, what do you mean? Like they're
just most likely to just get hit by a bus walking outside a performance center or something.
I'll take the big man, Lars.
Charlie's saying he doesn't have the agility to get out of the way. The train's going to hit him.
Velveteen Dream.
Oh, dude, that would be sad. Oh, my God, Garrett.
But would it happen? Probably.
He's pulling a Jimi Hendrix and dying young. Doing the gimmick right.
That's going to be cut out.
Drug overdose.
Oh, my God.
That one's definitely getting cut. All right.
I think I'm thinking Ember Moon.
All right, you have to say a white person, Charlie. Otherwise, we seem really racist.
Wait, Charlie said Lars, dude. He said Lars.
What
are you talking about?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You're always bringing race into it, Garrett.
It's because it's always there.
Why are you a racist, man?
I'm not a racist. I'm always calling it out. Let's just point that out.
We're all vegans in the crossfire, and that'll do it for us, lads.
Cat on the Hill, looking to kill. We'll check you out after Mania. Make sure to like, subscribe, click the little bell so you know what go live. Share with all your friends, and hit me up on the Twitters at Visokii Tweets, Visokii tweets. See ya.